All right, so this is the thinking review questions over the fibrous cap and the rupture of the fibrous cap. So hopefully you had a chance to practice these before you watch the video. And so we're going to start out with what would happen to thrombus formation, increase or decrease, with a decrease in IFN gamma formation. So we have a decrease in the IFN gamma formation here. And what that's going to end up doing is that if you have less IFN gamma, that's going to result in the more collagen synthesis by the smooth muscle cells within the fibrous cap. And if you have more collagen that's going to be synthesized, that's going to strengthen the fibrous cap, and therefore it's going to decrease the chances of that fibrous cap being formed, and therefore a decrease of a fibrous cap being broken, and therefore a decrease in thrombus occurring. So the first one is going to be a decrease. Number two, what about an increase in cytokine activation by the plaque? So if you have an increase in the amount of cytokines that are going to be produced, that's going to cause an increase in the amount of collagen-degrading proteinases by the macrophage. More collagen-degrading proteinase is going to cause an increase in the breakdown of the fibrous cap, which is going to lead to an increase in the rupture of the fibrous cap. Number three is a decrease in collagen-degrading proteinases. So if you have a decrease in the collagen-degrading proteinases, that's going to decrease the amount, or decrease the breaking down of the collagen in the fibrous cap. As a result, the fibrous cap will stay intact and be strong, and therefore you're going to have a reduction in the rupture of the fibrous cap and a reduction in the thrombus being formed. What about an increase in tissue factor procoagulant? Well, if you have an increase in the tissue factor procoagulant, that's going to allow, when you have the rupture that's occurred, that's going to allow for more of the red blood cells to attach to the plaque that's in the lumen, and therefore the red blood cells are going to attach more easily and faster, and therefore the thrombus is going to increase. What about a decrease in IFN gamma formation, but an increase in cytokine activation? Well, if you have a decrease in IFN gamma formation, it would lead to an increase in smooth muscle cells making collagen. However, an increased amount of cytokines would increase the release of collagen-degrading proteinases by the macrophage, leading to an increased breakdown of the fibrous cap. Over time, if the person does not change unhealthy habits, the fibrous cap would break down, leading to a rupture of the fibrous cap. An increased rupture would lead to an increase in the thrombus formation. And finally, if you have an increase in the smooth muscle cells formation, but an increase in collagen-degrading proteinase. So an increase in smooth muscle cell formation, but an increase in collagen-degrading proteinases. More cells would be making collagen. However, more collagen-degrading proteinases by the macrophage would lead to an increased breakdown of fibrous cap over time. So if a person does not change their unhealthy habits, the fibrous cap would break down, leading to the rupture of the fibrous cap, and therefore you would have an increased rupture of the fibrous cap, leading to an increase in the fibers in the thrombus formation. Just so you know, in the exam, I'll be very clear as I make sure you know which one would be more, the synthesis or the breakdown. Okay, so this concludes the thinking review questions over the fibrous cap. Make sure that you, again, study these until you have a good understanding. You can always come back and watch the review, making sure that you have a good understanding of them.